everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a Q&A for you guys. You commented a bunch of questions on my Instagram and I'll just be answering them here. They are actually underneath where my camera setup is, so if I'm looking down it's because I'm glancing at the question. I also apologize for the glare in my glasses. I can't really get rid of that. I'm actually wearing my Thoroughly Obsessed with My Thoroughbred shirt, you can see there, from Milestone Equestrian, and my hat from Equine Essentials. So let's just jump right in. First off is my ultimate goal for Rena. This one is kind of like, I don't know if I have necessarily an ultimate goal for her as much as like a plan, and we'll kind of see what plays out, but technically speaking, I guess my goal would be to reach 3 foot with her in the Hunter division. Possibly take her to an A-rated show at some point, but that's not technically my goal because it's just so expensive and I'm perfectly comfortable doing little local schooling shows with her. But I just want to start her in the Hunter ring, and if she likes that, then continue through it, and if she doesn't, then we'll kind of figure out our path from there. Secondly, we have, what about Rena let you know that she was the one? So this is kind of going to be pretty cheesy, but I was looking, I think she was the 5th horse that I tried. I'd been looking for a while. I'd only tried mares before that because I only wanted a mare. She was the 5th mare I tried. She was actually not what I initially wanted. I was looking for a horse 7 or older that had a little bit of experience. My trainer found her for me and said, here's this 5-year-old thoroughbred. I think you should try her. She's 16'2". I think you'd fit her. I know that she's a little younger than what you're looking for, but just go ahead and try her, and if you don't like her, we'll move on. So up until Rena, I hadn't been able to find a horse that I fit. I was too big for basically every other one, and the only horse that I did fit, the trial went awfully. So I was like, okay, well, she's tall, she's beautiful. I watched her videos and she moved beautifully. I really liked her. The only sale video she had was her free jumping one and then her dressage one, because she was just doing dressage when I bought her. So I was like, all right, let's go try her. So we went and saw her, and the second that I saw this horse, I thought, oh my God, she looks like Chanel. And I just felt this ping, I guess, in my heart. I was like, she looks like Chanel. I love her so much. Like, I saw her and I was like, oh my God, this horse. And then I saw her go around with the girl that was riding her, and then my trainer got on her and I was like, she's beautiful. And then I got on her and I sat down and it felt like it just clicked. And I was nervous because she's younger and I hadn't really ridden a lot of green horses before her. But I start going around with her and she's shaking her head, getting all nervous, and she settled down. I just felt it click. And I kept going around with her. We trotted, cantered. My trainer was like, oh my God, this is picture perfect. And she was just, I didn't even jump her, which is the funny thing, because she was only doing dressage and she saw some poles, and when we tried to trot her over them, she was like, oh my God. But yeah, I think if I'm getting specific, I totally just told the whole story of when I went to try her, but if I'm getting specific, the thing that let me know she was the one was how much she reminded me of Chanel. She had this innocence to her that Chanel never had, because Chanel had trust issues and bad things had happened to her, but she had these eyes and this face that just, it was Chanel, and I was like, this horse is mine, I need her. So I think the resemblance of Chanel, and then I just had this gut feeling that this was the horse that was going to be mine, I was going to start my journey with. So I guess that's kind of your answer. Next up, we have what ended up happening to Chanel after she was sold. So she went to this woman named Beth, who had another horse that she had rescued from a slaughterhouse. So she bought Chanel because she had actually ridden Chanel before I started leasing her. I told her all about her issues, and she was just took her to a retirement place and retired her. Last I heard, they were not riding her, but kind of putzing around on her and just like letting her out in the field all day long with her friends. And but the lady who bought her ended up blocking my number completely unprovoked, and I haven't heard from her since probably December. So I'm not quite sure how Chanel's doing, but kind of made it my mission these past few months of finding her. So we'll get there. I'm determined to find her, but at least last I heard she was doing really well. What is one brand or company that you'd love to be an ambassador for? You guys probably know the answer to this if you watched my breeches video, but I will have to say Godo. Either Godo or Sport Horse Essentials. Godo just because, you know, I love their breeches and I love their clothes. I just love them. And then Sport Horse Essentials because I love all their products, and any skincare products or fly spray products that I can get, I will have my hands on. So yeah, those would be the two companies probably that I would like to ambassador for. Now we have, if I had to do another discipline, which one would I choose? I would probably choose eventing. Cross country scares me a little bit, but dressage and jumpers really interest me. I'm actually thinking about trying some jumpers with Rena because I think she'd be really good at it, and I want to start doing some dressage with her because she was doing that when I bought her. So both interest me a lot, but I don't know about the cross country part, but eventing is really cool to me. Okay, so how long have you been riding and have you ever shown? I've been riding for, I believe, going on to 7 years. Okay, well, I've been taking lessons for going on 7 years, but before that, I would just do little western rides, trail rides, you know, things that little girls do. But I started lessons about 7 years ago. Have I ever shown? Yes, I have shown quite a bit. I do IEA every single year. I'm going to be doing the open division this year. Everybody pray for me. But yes, I show in the summer. If you scroll down in my Instagram, you'll see that I showed Deacon last summer over 2 foot 2-3 classes. Prior to that, I would show Chanel during the summer, either flat or cross rails. So yes, I do show every summer. I just haven't been to a show yet this summer with Rena because things haven't worked out. I needed to work on trailering with her, but we've got her trailered now. For once, knock on wood, she has gone a little while without being lame. I'm gonna knock on wood again. So we're gonna try and take her to a show when I get back from vacation. So we'll see how that goes. But yes, I do show, trust me. Okay. How long have you owned Rena? Do you ever plan on getting a new horse in the future? I have owned Rena going on to 9 months. I got her October 12th, 2017. So July 12th will be 9 months with her. And do I ever plan on getting a new horse? I'm not quite sure. Definitely sometime down in the future, but probably not while I'm still in high school. I'm going to be a junior, so I have 2 years left, and in those 2 years I am going to be spending all of my time riding with Rena and seeing how far I can get with her. So if I do buy another horse in the future, it will be sometime way down the road, probably even after college, depending on, you know, how I'm doing in college, if I'm close to home. But I do plan on getting a new horse, but it will probably be a long time from now because I just got Rena. Okay, next question. Worst fall. I don't know if I've ever shared this on my main Instagram. My worst fall ever would probably be my first fall, and it was off Deacon. Deacon was the school pony at, I don't want to say pony, he was the school horse at Holly Hill that basically if you rode him, you'd fallen off of him. My first fall ever, and it was off of him. We were cantering and he did his classic Deacon dip. He bucked and then stopped and dropped his head down, and little Julia went flying over his head. I landed with my left knee underneath me, and I tried to stand up and fell right over. One of the girls in my lesson, her dad came, picked me up, took me into the OBS room. I laid there until my dad came. I actually did not go to the emergency room, which now thinking back I probably should have because I could barely walk, but we had crutches at my house from when my sister had surgery. So I used those crutches. I planned on going to a movie that night. I still went to the movie, and I used crutches for a week after that. And then about a month later, my knee was still really messed up. To this day, it's still messed up. Every time I would bend it, it would kind of pop out of place. Something inside would pop and it would hurt really bad. So I started going to physical therapy. I went up until like 9 months ago, and they thought that I had a torn meniscus that kind of healed itself, and here I am, still got knee problems from him. But yeah, that would probably be my worst fall. He dumped me one more time after that last year's show season. I think I posted a video on my video account, or no, I posted a video on my main account, but that would be my worst fall because I'm still suffering the consequences. Alright, how high do you think Rena could jump if you really tried her highest? I'm gonna say probably over 4 feet. She has, because of her racing, she has big ankles in her front, big fetlocks, so she can't go higher than 3 foot continuously. I could probably do it with her every once in a while, but jumping her over 3 foot like on a regular basis would cause probably some bad arthritis and put her at more risk of getting like osselates and that kind of stuff. But if I pushed her to her highest, like to see just how high she could go once, it would probably be over 4 feet. She has a lot of scope. You've probably seen in the pictures that I've posted. She can go pretty high, so I do plan on one day free jumping her and seeing how high she can go. Okay, what's Rena's worst habit? If you follow me on Twitter, I talk about this a little bit. Rena's worst habit is that she is a total invader of your space. So this is partially on me, but she just kind of doesn't know that you're not like one of her horse buddies, and she just wants to get up and in your space and cuddle you and be your friend. And I let her, and I don't tell her that she's wrong, and I don't discipline her, because Chanel only started showing affection to me after 3 years and otherwise would try and kill me every time that I touched her, that was her own issues, you know. That's not just because of her terrible like personality. She just had trust issues. But now that I have this horse that loves to cuddle me and show me how much she loves me, I can't help but just love that and take it all in and enjoy her affection. So that's partially on me, but her worst habit is definitely kind of invading your space and kind of not really having manners when it comes to that, but we'll work on it, I promise. Are you ever going to do Liberty with Rena? Yes, actually. I have started doing a little bit with her. This summer's been really crazy, but I have started doing Liberty with her. I plan on doing more throughout the summer. I started doing it with Chanel before she got sold, and I really enjoy it. I think it's a really good way for you to connect with your horse. So the answer is yes, I am going to be doing Liberty with Rena, even more so as the summer goes on. Okay, so if there was ever a chance to own Chanel again, would you do so, and would you board her at Willowbrook or follow her where she goes? Of course, if there was a chance for me to own her again, I would take it. I wish from the bottom of my heart that I could have bought her and Rena and just kept Chanel with me and retired her and had her happy where I was, but that wasn't an option. My family does not have the money to be able to own 2 horses, especially at such a nice facility like Willowbrook. So if I had the chance to own Chanel, of course I would grab her right up and I would board her at Willowbrook so I could have both her and Rena there with me. This question I don't really know if I can answer. It's if something happened and Chanel was rideable again and you had to choose between keeping Rena or selling Rena and buying Chanel, what would you choose? I don't really know if I can answer this. If you asked me about 7.5 months ago, I would have said I would choose Chanel. Chanel will always be my heart horse. Until the day that I die, she'll always be my soulmate, my best friend. I love her with every inch of my body to this day. I miss her every single day. But I have also created such a strong bond with Rena in the short time that I've had her that I don't know how I could let her go at this point. I would not have survived to where I am without Rena after experiencing losing Chanel and losing Holly Hill. So I am beyond grateful for Rena, and I can't answer that question because I love Chanel so much, and I will always love her so much, but now I love Rena so much, and I've dedicated myself to Rena. So I know that you want an answer, but I don't think I can give you one, because if something happened, I don't think I'd be able to choose. I love them both so much. So I'm sorry, that's your not answer. Okay, next we have, what is your biggest riding goal for the future? I don't really know. See, I just kind of do like local schooling shows with Rena, and I love them. Okay, I haven't gone to shows with her yet, but in the past I just go to little local schooling shows, and I love them. I think they're so fun, they're so calm, they're not too competitive. But I guess someday down the road when I'm older, I would like to go to like Tryon, I'm probably saying that wrong, or like World Equestrian Fair. I don't really have big goals for my future. This is not like, I don't do this purely for the competition, you know, this is a sport to me, but I do it because I love horses and I enjoy riding an animal and putting my trust in them. So I don't really know if I have a huge goal for the future, but I would like to continue in horseback riding. Okay, we have 2 more questions. When did you start riding? Let's see, I started riding when I was really young, but lessons I started when I was 9. So I got the Holly Hill starter package for Christmas when I was 9 years old, and what it was like a lesson, and you would go, it was like a 3-day thing, and you would go and take like lessons, and then they would show you how to brush the horse and clean your tack and that kind of stuff, and then you could decide if you want to take lessons. So I did the starter package, and then I was like, yes, this is for me. And from there on out, it just blossomed into what it is now. So yeah, I started riding when I was about 9 years old. I'm 16 now, so that's why I'm going on 7 years of riding. And last but not least, my dog is over there. Hi, Wilson! I'm sorry, he has been watching the entire time. We have, what is your dream horse? So if you'd asked me before I got Rena what my dream horse would be, I would tell you like a 17-hand dapple gray mare who was probably like 9 or 10 years old and could jump high and take me through these courses, you know, do whatever I wanted them to do. But since getting Reena, I think, this is gonna sound so cheesy, but she has kind of become my dream horse. I didn't realize how much a green horse could teach you, and how much fun I've been having with her. And I think through Chanel and through her, I've kind of grown super fond of bay mares. They just have a special place in my heart. So I think Reena would be my dream horse now, which is, you know, a green mare, 16-3, 17-ish hands, bay. I love her, and she's taught me a lot, and she's taught me a lot about what my dream horse would be, because I think before, like, that gray mare, that's just kind of like, ooh, that's a pretty color, and I want something like a warm blood that can take me around the hunter ring. But now that I have her, I realize how much I love thoroughbreds, how much respect I have for them, and how cool they are in our sport that we do. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I answered all of your questions. If you have another question that you were unable to answer when I had my post up because I deleted it before you could ask, just comment down below and I will answer in the comments. Or if I didn't fully answer your question that I answered in this video, then also comment that below and I'll try to answer it better. But thank you again for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, of course, and I will see you next video.